Have you ever looked at something so ordinary that suddenly became the most terrifying thing you had ever seen? That is exactly what happened to me on an ordinary Tuesday morning. My son-in-law rushed out the door and accidentally left his briefcase behind. I picked it up to place it safely in his office. Before I could set it down, the zipper snapped open and papers scattered across the floor. At first I thought they were work files. Then I read the first page. My hands started shaking. My heart raced. Within seconds I knew one thing. My grandchildren could not stay in that house another minute. I grabbed them without explaining why and walked out the front door. I never imagined what the police would discover only hours later. Everything about that morning felt normal. My daughter had already left for work. My son-in-law was in a hurry because he was running late for an important meeting. He kissed the children goodbye, grabbed his coffee, and rushed outside. A few seconds later, I noticed his briefcase sitting beside the kitchen chair. I smiled because forgetting it was unlike him. He was usually organized and careful. I planned to put it safely in his home office until he returned. As I lifted it, the zipper suddenly burst open. Papers slid across the kitchen floor. Some were ordinary receipts and printed emails. Others looked strange. There were property maps, handwritten notes, and copies of identification documents that did not belong to anyone in our family. One page immediately caught my attention. Across the top was an address I recognized. It was an abandoned warehouse only a few miles away. Under the address were dates, times, and vehicle descriptions. Another paper listed security camera locations around several schools. My breathing became shallow as I realized these were not normal business records. I tried convincing myself there had to be an innocent explanation. Maybe he was helping someone with research. Maybe it was part of a legal case. Then another envelope fell open. Inside were photographs of different locations, including our own neighborhood. One picture showed my grandchildren playing outside just days earlier. That was the moment everything changed. Fear replaced confusion. I quietly called the children into the living room and told them we were going out for ice cream. I did not want to frighten them. They happily followed me to the car while I secretly called emergency services. The dispatcher listened carefully as I explained what I had found. They instructed me not to return to the house and to wait at a nearby public place until officers arrived. Every passing minute felt like an hour. My hands would not stop shaking. Police officers met us at the shopping center and asked detailed questions. They carefully collected the briefcase and asked permission to search the house. I agreed immediately because my daughter owned the property. Hours later, detectives returned with serious expressions. They explained that the documents were part of an ongoing criminal investigation involving identity fraud, financial crimes, and several suspicious storage locations. They assured me my family was safe but asked that we stay elsewhere while they continued their investigation. I could hardly believe the man I had trusted for years was connected to something so serious. My daughter was devastated. She insisted she had never seen any of those papers before. Detectives believed that could be true because many documents appeared carefully hidden. As investigators continued their work, they uncovered additional evidence from electronic devices and storage units connected to the case. Every discovery answered one question but created another. The life we thought we knew slowly disappeared piece by piece. The hardest part was helping the children understand why everything suddenly changed. We avoided frightening details and focused on keeping their daily routine as normal as possible. Family members supported each other through every difficult conversation. Months later, the investigation officially concluded. Authorities confirmed that several crimes had been prevented because suspicious evidence had been reported quickly. Detectives told me that trusting my instincts and calling for help immediately may have protected innocent people from future harm. Looking back, I still remember the sound of that zipper breaking. One small accident exposed secrets nobody expected to find. It reminded me that when something feels seriously wrong, it is always better to seek help than ignore the warning signs. Our family slowly rebuilt our lives. Healing took time, but honesty and courage helped us move forward. The experience taught us that protecting loved ones sometimes means making impossible decisions in terrifying moments. Although the memories remain painful, we are grateful that everyone survived safely and that the truth finally came into the light. Sometimes life changes in a single unexpected moment. A forgotten briefcase became the beginning of a truth that could no longer stay hidden. Trust your instincts because acting quickly can protect the people you love. Some secrets stay buried forever. Others are revealed when fate decides the time is right.